How you doing?
I'm doing terrific. And by the way, I love doing the quarterback big board. I spend a lot of time looking at all the quarterbacks, investigating their throws from a year ago. It certainly creates a lot of controversy. Some people love my picks. Some people hate them. But it's fun to do a list, and everyone gets involved in saying I'm right or I'm wrong.
All right, now the 32nd quarterback on your list is Matt Castle. The 31st is Ryan Fitzpatrick. And of interest to Jet fans, the 30th is Geno Smith. So let me ask you, why Geno Smith?
Well, when you look at the full body of work of his season, that's where I have him ranked. I do believe Geno Smith will be the quarterback of the future. In fact, I made it crystal clear in my piece that I thought the last 4 games that he played as a Jets quarterback were very good. I love his toughness, his ability to hang in the pocket, deliver the football. But what I saw from Geno Smith this season is what I see from most rookie quarterbacks. Indecisiveness, not very good at anticipating. When Marty Morningwig, the offense coordinator, did a good job of getting the number one receiver open, in other words, the design of the play to get number one open, he was very good. When he had to go through his progression, he was not very good. It's about what you expect from a rookie quarterback, and that's what I saw with Geno Smith. But I think the future is very bright for Geno.
Now, I'm interested to know, Ron, where would you put Michael Vick if he was the starting quarterback for the Jets?
Yeah, and I would probably put Michael Vick ahead of Geno Smith, probably in the late 20s to the mid-20s. Michael Vick's historical problem has been the ability to stay on the field. Michael does some really good things. And you guys know, and I spoke to you guys back in March when Michael Vick was acquired, and I said Michael Vick would be the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. That was before I looked at Geno Smith, all his throws from last year, and I felt that he had made significant progress. I've spoken to the people within the Jets organization about the offseason and mini camps, and clearly Geno Smith has played very good football, and he continues to get better. So after studying the tape, I changed my opinion. I said Geno Smith will be the Jets quarterback.
Now, a couple of years ago, we made some news here on the show when Eli Manning told us that he was an elite quarterback, and he went out and proved it and won the Super Bowl. But on your list, you have him as 11th. Now, I always look at elite from 1 to 5. Why is he came off a terrible season, Jaws. I know that. Do you think he's on the downside of his career?
Well, I hope not. I'm a big Eli fan, but, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. And when I looked at the tape of Eli Manning last year, he had a terrible season. It's pretty obvious. 15 interceptions the first 6 games. He had 27 interceptions. A player of his caliber, stature, and talent shouldn't be throwing that many interceptions. And a lot of them were on Eli. When I look at these interceptions, sometimes I go, well, tip ball, bad route, whatever the case may be, not quarterback's fault. Eli did not play well. He's number 11 because of the great career he's had so far. A couple of Super Bowl championships. I love his talent, but there's no question. Eli had a down year last year, but he does have the innate God-given talent to rebound with a NFL-type MVP season. That's the kind of talent he has. But last year was not a good year.
You obviously looked at every throw. We had Chris Snee on earlier who announced his retirement today, and he said it was all the offensive lineman's fault. He said he could not throw from his back. We never gave him any protection. Don't blame Eli, blame us. Did you see that?
Well, it certainly was a part of it, and the quarterback is certainly, it's just a one part of an offense. When the offensive line struggles, when the running game struggles, when the receivers are banged up, it's hard for the quarterback to be consistent. And I will agree to a certain degree with Chris Snee. And by the way, all the injuries Chris has had, my goodness, I guess it was just time to say move on and, the better part of his career, which is post-football. But I respect Chris Snee for what he's saying, taking a bullet for his quarterback. But at the end of the day, the eye in the sky didn't lie to me. Eli made a lot of mistakes.
All right, let's talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You've got Peyton 1, Brady 2, Rodgers 3, Breeze 4, and Luck 5. How tough was it to put them in that order? What was the toughest call for you?
It's always tough, and I think, it's in the eye of the beholder. Certainly, I had to take some real concern about Peyton's Super Bowl performance because it wasn't very good. But when you look at the complete body of work of his season, it was one of the best seasons in NFL history for a quarterback. But I must say this, Michael, and I tried to get this in the quarterback rankings, the video stuff that were shown on ESPN television, all the ESPN platforms, something that really jumped out at me after studying all these quarterbacks, and that's the evolution of the quarterback position. NFL quarterbacks are no longer robots. I thought there was an era where coaches called the plays and the quarterbacks were told, execute this play, no matter what the defense does. Well, I think that has done a 180 now. And in the videos, I tried to show a number of quarterbacks. I think there are probably somewhere around 10 or 11 in the pre-snap phase, either in the huddle or at the line of scrimmage, really orchestrating offense, changing the play, moving the protection, identifying safeties and mics, doing a lot more. In fact, taking the game back to the quarterback and being a field general, that guy in the field that orchestrates the offense. And I thought last year, after I watched all the quarterback tapes, listened to a number of wirings of the quarterbacks done by the great job at the folks at NFL Films, I got a real deep appreciation for what quarterbacks are now doing in this league. And the guys at the top of the list, they are really terrific at the line of scrimmage, in the pre-snap phase, getting in the right offensive play.
All right, final thing before we let you go. You looked at everybody. You ruled on last year pretty much. That's what it was. It's not what they're going to be. If you were starting a team tomorrow and you were the GM, what quarterback would you want behind center for the next 5 years?
Andrew Luck. Case closed. He may have not made the biggest leap from a year ago, but the improvement that I saw on the tape was remarkable. Just total control of the offense. If there's a guy you want to start a franchise with, it's Andrew Luck.
Now, I know you were at Bills camp today. I grew up with Doug Marrone. Is he going to have a good team? Is he in a good mood?
I was very impressed with the Buffalo Bills camp today. Got in last night, went over to their practice. Doug's second year. And by the way, Doug was a teammate of mine with the Miami Dolphins. So we shared a few laughs and talked about how we didn't get on the field because they had a guy named Marino in front of me and Dwight Stevenson in front of him. So we had two Hall of Famers that we were playing behind. We didn't see a whole lot of action, but Doug has always had a coach's mentality. He's got an offensive lineman's mentality. I think the Bills will be a physical football team. And, oh, by the way, Sammy Watkins was absolutely spectacular. I know it's just training camp and they got helmets and shells, but I was blown away by this guy's physical talent. So I think E.J. Manuel's the guy that has the biggest smile on his face right now in Rochester at Buffalo Bills training camp.